Today we're going to work on a Kimura from guard. Kimura, probably my favorite submission. Extremely versatile. You can do it from just about anywhere and you can follow it through. But it is 2 arms on one, and when you do it right, it's your whole body on 1 arm. 2 arms, your legs, your core strength, all against that 1 arm. So let's do this. Let's put you right here, right? Okay. So first of all, with the Kimura, I need to get up and around his arm. Lots of ways for that to happen. To learn this, I'm just going to have him rest his hands on the ground, which is not where you want to put them. And I'm going to learn this by moving my hips away from that arm and grabbing the wrist. All right? I usually open my guard, though it's not necessary always. I open my guard and move my hips out so I can sit up really easy up and over his arm. Okay? And I'm going to attack this elbow. So I'm going to come around, well actually I attack the shoulder. I'm going to come around the elbow and I'm going to grab my wrist. Okay? So to see what's going on, I have the wrist. I'm going to come around the elbow. I'm going to grab my wrist. And then as I fall back, I'm going to push him forward and I'm going to catch his hip so he doesn't continue rolling out. Now, right here, I have 2 arms on one. And in jiu-jitsu, 2 arms on one is good. And I could crank that and probably get him to tap. This is where most people escape from Kimura. So with some power, he might be able to push through. So to help stop that, I roll this. And instead of staying here, I move my hips out. Okay, and I'll do another angle in a second. But I move my hips out so I get behind his arm. All right, now he's already tapped, so I eased off. But from here, I've got my 2 arms, my legs, and my core strength. And I'm going to use my legs by pushing to pull his elbow away. So let's change angles a little bit. So I get off to the side, okay, right like this angle. I'm behind his arm. I was under it. I adjusted, I got behind his arm. I lock my legs back together. Now what I want to do is pull his elbow away from his body. I do that by stretching this way. Stretching, okay? Now, if he were particularly flexible, he may not tap here, but he's not. So there, and then I roll on top of it. So I don't push it away from my body, but I pull and I roll. So I'm gonna have his arm come out. So you can just see I'm gonna pull and roll and I can go all the way over the top. In fact, I could spin all the way around. Let's get back again, all the way up to the wall. Now there's different ways to get here. He could be down closer. I could look for this. However I get here though, I'm looking for this grip. Over the top, grab. Common mistake, people come under and get very lost here. Come over and grab. Again, if he's sitting up, hands on the ground, I might sit up to him to come around. If it's down here, I might just look for that. Right here, I just come over and hug it and get my grip. All right, I like to roll this forward. Move my hips, get perpendicular to him and behind his arm, so I'm no longer under it. I stretch that out and then roll on top of it. All right. Again, I'm Michael Peace here with Abram Allred at Grapplers Elite. Enjoy the Kimura.